Everyone, this is Kirei with another process video for Bramble Fox, and for this layout I'm using the fabulous June Fox box along with the Paper Snips number 27 and Fox Cut number 67, the butterflies. They both come with the Fox box plus subscription in June, and I've also used Paper Snips number 28 and Fox Cut number 14 in the hearts. Okay, so what am I doing here? I have got a piece of white card. I've just trimmed off the manufacturing strip, and I've pulled out, I have a couple of the Pinkfresh Studio Delightful papers that I had left over, and I was just looking for some papers that would go with these really pretty florals in the paper snips, because I decided I was going to cut all of these out and use these as a feature on my layout. So I've just started here with some of the fussy cutting. Now, I don't know about you. I love a bit of fussy cutting. So I know a lot of people don't, but I find it very therapeutic. And I have to admit, I did this one, and then I had to go off and sort out dinner and what have you. And then after that, I sat down in front of the TV and I cut the rest of them all out. And there we go. They are all done. So all ready for me to start scrapping. So firstly, I have remembered to actually stencil before I start sticking down. And I've pulled out the Hearts stencil. It's Fox Cut number 14. It's a bit of a favourite of mine. And I'm using the smaller hearts. It's got two sides to it, and I'm using the smaller ones. And I've pulled out Distress Oxide in Saltwater Taffy. It's quite a soft sort of peachy pink. And I'm using the fabulous little inking brushes from Bramble Fox. And they are great when you just want to use small elements on a stencil, which is obviously what I'm doing here. I'm sort of picking out which hearts I want to stencil, because I don't want to go with everything can cover it completely. I'm sort of picking out a small portion. So those little inking brushes, little blending brushes, are fabulous. So I'll get this done, and then I've got my strip of pattern paper, and I cut a piece from that, the larger paper, and I've sort of stuck to the sort of pinks, peach, and there's a little bit of the sort of mauvey tones in those stripes. I've stuck to that because that very much echoes the colours in the fussy cut flowers that I have. So I have a photo of me and my husband. We have just been to Bruges for a long weekend. It was to celebrate our anniversary. It was sort of a week or so later. But we went to Bruges. It was so beautiful. I don't know if you've been, but it's certainly worth a weekend. It was so easy, just getting the Eurostar to Brussels and then changing over to a train, an hour train to Bruges. And Bruges is such a pretty city. It has canals, and it's just so easy to get around. It's, you can just walk everywhere. There's no need to, you don't need to get trains or anything like that to get from one side to the other. It's really, really beautiful. So and just delightful, really, just wandering around through the streets, around the canals. We went and saw there were some windmills, and we did all sorts of things actually. So definitely well worth a visit. We had a lovely time. And the weather was generally pretty good for us actually across the whole weekend. On our way back, we stopped in Brussels actually to get our connecting train, and we had a bit of time, so we did a couple of things there actually, though the weather wasn't so great there. It was a bit rainy and really grey and overcast, but we still managed to go and see the Grand Place and a comic museum, comics. So that was really interesting. And then, of course, the famous mannequin Kiss, which is the little boy fountain, and he's really tiny. For any of you who've been there, actually you have this sort of idea that a fountain's going to be quite large. Well, he certainly isn't. He's miniature. Anyway, we had a fabulous time. So where have I got to? Okay, so I've got all my fussy cut flowers, and I'm sort of just tucking them in under the edges of the pattern paper strip, and then I'm pulling out some more of the those phrase perspectives actually that come. There's something different, and I love them. They're in black and they're etched, and they've got different phrases on them. So I've got "This is the life," "Beautiful day" with a little heart at the end of it, and "Today was fantastic." So and then I'm just sort of adding those in a vertical design along with some of the paper snips. So I've cut some of those out, and I have a number of different ones. Details, beautiful day. We will always have today. Amazing, cherished these moments. So, and then I've just sort of got those in position. Right, I think I've got everything stuck down on the side, so all the florals are stuck, and I'm now going to get my title stuck down, and it's this lovely raspberry colour from the June Fox box, Better Together, and it was obviously perfect for the photo of me and my husband. And then there's this cute little heart with us in the centre of it, so I've just tucked that into the top left. I've got my photo here, and I'm just going to get that mounted onto a leftover piece of the Pinkfresh Studio Delightful collection, just in the sort of soft colours, just so it lifts it against the background, because the background is quite white, so it just gives it a bit of an edge. Of course, I'm going to distress the edges, and then I can get that stuck down. I'll add a little bit of foam tape to the top, and then I'll stick it flat at the bottom. And then I can go back in and start to get the all the phrases, words, etc. stuck down. I'm just making sure. Oh, I have a new T-square ruler after I broke my last one. And I bought a pack of 2, so I've got one on standby just in case. Okay, so making sure that's perfectly straight. Now I've pulled out this new Fox cut. This is number 67, Butterflies one. And this comes with the Foxbox Plus subscription. You can find all the details on subscribing to the Foxbox or the Foxbox Plus on bramblefox.co.uk. And I've fussy cut a couple of butterflies from the Paper Snips, and I'm just adding these very cute little butterfly trails to each of them. However, I should have done it really before I stuck down my title over there, because I really had to sort of press it down to get it in next to it. So yeah, a little bit of a fail there. I should have done it before I got that stuck down. Anyway, the one over here on the left, I'm just adding, and I'm using the same Distress Oxide in Saltwater Taffy. Yeah, so I'm sort of, yeah, they're really cute actually, those little butterfly trails. So just add a little bit of extra detail there to the 2 butterflies I've fussy cut from those Paper Snips. Okay, then I can get the all the phrases and words stuck down. Again, with the Perspectives, I am using glossy accents, gives it a nice strong hold. Of course, making sure it's straight and possibly have a wonky perspective there, and then just playing around with where these are all going to sit. And I think I'm going to get these stuck down and move this on, because it takes me a little while, because obviously, as per normal, I'll fiddle around a little bit. I raised some of them on foam pads, which I'm doing here. This one at the bottom that says amazing, and then another one at the top. I've also added that little perspective, the little banner with the heart on it in the bottom. It's in a very soft, pale, I don't know, it's sort of soft, pale, really pale pink. Decided to add a little bit more stenciling over here, just near the butterfly on the right. And then I bought these cute little bees. Oh, that's right. I did also use this set. So these are Bees version 2 Perspective set. They're available in the shop now. And I just wanted to add a little bit more black into the layout, because I've got the black words and I thought I just needed something else. So I had these 2 little bees that I had left over. So I'm just popping those down on either side, fiddling around a little bit, deciding on the left where that one's going to go. As you can see, I keep moving it around. I finally decide where it goes. And then I'm sort of getting close to being done. I've pulled out these Pinkfresh Studio Jewels, and I've got it's a really pretty pale pink, and I'm just going to add a little bit of sparkle, because who doesn't love a bit of glimmer on their layout, in and around the floral elements, so just up and down the vertical design. So I'll get those stuck down, and then I'm pretty much done. Here is the final layout. I did add some journaling as well, just under my title. Here you'll see some close-ups of the fabulous Perspectives, the Paper Snips, and that stenciling there from the 2 Fox cuts. I hope you've enjoyed watching this process video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye for now.